and foremost, all praises, glory, honor goes to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai. Ba'ashem Rakah Kodas. Double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone. Taught us this truth. Citation, I can push in this word day in and day out doing this quick lesson, man. This young guy right here, he's a Delta State U student. He's found hanging in a tree, no foul play suspected. All right, which you hear different renditions, different stories, and I heard one. I don't know if it was gossip or not, but they said his bones was broken or some shit like that. I don't know. You don't know what goes on, but judging from the racial climate now, it could be some foul play involved. I never heard of this school, Delta State, but they say it's in Mississippi somewhere in the deep south, right? And how the hell a body's gonna be? How the hell is a body gonna be found in 2025 with all these cameras everywhere in the middle of campus, right? During the school year, it's not like summertime or winter break when the campus is empty, bone dry. So I don't know, this could be some type of sacrifice. Looking at the name of the school being Delta, which Delta is a Greek alphabet character, right? Or letter, whatever that shit is. Somebody said they seen no broken limbs. I don't know how big or small this school is, right? But we'll see, man, what happens when more information comes out, all right? So, because we know we got these sundown towns, especially in the deep south. You got, even up north, you got certain areas of sundown towns, man. All right. That's why you gotta watch out. Your surroundings at all time, man. Be circumspect. Okay. So, those guys, who knows? They could have drugged his ass. Or it could have been some Edomites involved, man. Because Esau loved hanging niggas, man, especially in the deep south. Okay, Midwest and so forth. All right. And they say university staff found them, so the staff at a lot of these colleges are juiced and they'll do anything for a bonus check, man. His name was DeMar Travion Reed, he was raised by the nigga woman with that type of name, DeMar Travion. So he's born in 04, 03, 04, or whatever. Because he's only 21, man, all right. So let me get this one quick precept. This is Galatians 3:13. The anointed hath redeemed us from the curse of the law, being made a curse for us. For it is written, cursed is every one that hangeth on a tree, man. So this guy was cursed from the start. How? I don't know this guy personally. Scripture says a man may be known in his look. He has like a soft, feminine look. You know what I mean? So he could have been into that lifestyle, that alphabet lifestyle, when he was on the earth. And, just looking at his name, his first name, right? DeMar Travion Reed. He was cursed because I'm sure his mama named him that, his dad. If he had a dad, if he named him that, then his dad was simple as hell. But just, scripture goes into man that is, I'll get it. Job 14:1, man that is born of a woman is a few days and full of trouble, man. So you raised up by these wicked demonic Eves, you're full of trouble, man. You end up with the police identifying your body or the police throwing your ass in the jail, man. All right. Lamar Travion Reed. He has like 3 names in the one for his first name, man. Okay, so I saw this right here. Let's look at this image right here. So of course Jake like a broken arm and leg is no evidence of foul play. Okay, so you know there's a rumor. This fucking rumor it's being circulated, man. All right. So these hangings, for the most part, they go unreported by Esau, man, you know, because they happen all the time. But they don't get national news. They'll just say, oh, yeah, it was a suicide or shit like that. When the real perpetrators are in the back somewhere, like, yeah, I got this nigga. All right. So, I guess this is the mom. On behalf of the respect of our family, please do not post videos or anything. Yeah, because I'm sure, you know, certain people probably took photos and shit of this boy hanging. So yeah, hey, that's a spirit. I ain't know his family for nothing. And this is his mom, you know, big back Keisha. Big back Keisha, man. You know, that's why he has them feminine ways, man. Yeah, so going on his social media, this is his Fedbook page, right? He don't look like a Jake that you know, he's you know, he got his shit with him. You don't look like the type of Jake that you know, off himself, man. You know, seem like a regular Jake, you know, that's trying to figure out his way into this wicked world, right? You know, he's doing a lot of reposts and shit, you know. So you don't seem like the type of Jake that'll off himself. Like even his last post, being able to read people's half the reason he be on his own. So, you know, hey, but the Lord required his soul, man, all right? So, like I said, I don't know how big or small this campus is and shit, man, you know, for this to happen and no one sees it, you know. So you know, you seem like a regular Jake. You don't seem like a Jake that's going through a lot of shit, you know. Talking about he about to off himself, you know. This is the mom. See, she in her second childhood, you know. So, yeah, I think that's the mom right there. All right. So, obese nigga woman, you know. So, I think from his Instagram or Facebook page, it says that, you know, his dad might have died. You know, his dad died when he was if he's born in 04, 05, probably when he was a little kid, like 7 years old. So, you know, at that age, you're too young to really have any serious memories about your dad. All right, so he's mainly just raised by the nigga woman, man. All right, and the Lord took his ass out because he was being wicked, man. Because guess what, Gen Z, right? They be on the internet more than all of us, right? So they done seen the prophets, whether it be on YouTube, TikTok, whatever platform you can think of, right? They even put some of our clips on Facebook and so forth. You know, as the crazy guys and shit like that. And these niggas murmur and scoff. So, scripture says, well, cursed is everyone that hangeth on him. So this guy was cursed, man. He ain't in his right mind now, but on the earth he was, you know, a nigga. Because times we living in, the Lord ain't gonna have a real man of the Lord go out like that, man. Because we got the angels protecting us, man, okay? So I'm gonna get one last preset, man. Probably have to go in the pocket for this. Sirach 12:10, or Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Never trust thine enemy. For like iron is iron, rusteth, so is wickedness. So just like, you see a old piece of metal decaying, man. Like you like, okay, that's an old beat down metal. Like, so it's Esau, man. You look at Esau, you see his wickedness showing forth through him, man. All right. So he's supposed to what? Never trust that enemy. So I don't know what happened. He looked like he was a smoker and she might have smoked a bad batch and Esau had his way with him. Or, probably met some Edomite bitch. Set his ass up, man. All right. That's why you younger brothers out there, man, you meet these harlots, just control the flow, or, trust your gut or your instincts, your spirit, man. All right. Trust the spirit. Yeah, how about you, me outside, because if you feel off, then, just get out of there, because, you young, daddy young. You have like a burning desire, like every day. When you get older, like my age, you in your 40s, you might have a burning desire, maybe a couple times a week. But, when you're that young, your body's, that's why this devil got to get the hell up out of here. Your body constantly wants to procreate, but, you got to play these wicked ass games with these wicked ass women to get some boxing in society as a young man. So, which it really shouldn't be that way, because women outnumber men like 20-1. I say 10-1. Just keep it buck, like 10-1, man. Okay. So, you never know. He probably met some evil bitch, set him up. Who knows how the story went. Only Yahweh Shemi Oshai, the perpetrators, and himself, because I doubt this guy really hung himself, man. He seemed like a regular Jake trying to make it in Babylon, man. So you're supposed to never trust that enemy, man. And that's what 2/3 of our people do. They trust their enemy. Esau knows who his enemy is, but our people don't know who their enemy is, all right? So I'm going to end it there till next time. Shalom.